Drawing support and resistance lines. I've got to show you how to actually draw the support and resistance lines because I had a couple of questions and perhaps, just maybe, my videos haven't been that explicit on how you actually draw the trend lines or support and resistance lines. So I decided to put a little thing together that's actually going to show you exactly how you draw the support and resistance lines properly, how you use the system, because the system is there to manage your risk, obviously, and to, use real money and make sure you don't lose it. Drawing the support and resistance lines is really basic. It's just about those points and finding those points and how to find those points and what those points are all about. The support will obviously be your lowest price and the resistance being your highest price points. You need at least 3 points for you to put a support in, a resistance in, or a trend line for that matter. Fibonacci works differently. You just work from the lowest price to the highest price on the end of the chart. Your support and resistance requires a little bit more accuracy. You can't really use it on 2 points. You really need at least 3 points for some confidence. Let's go and have a look at the charts and let's show you how we do this.
This is on the 4-hour chart. So the first thing you got to do is take it to a higher time frame. So if you're on a 1-hour chart, a 5-minute chart, you want to take it to a higher time frame. I personally prefer the day for a higher time frame because it gives you a lot of good confidence. It gives you a lot of good information. The higher the time frame, the more accurate your trade will be, the more accurate your system or your support or resistance will be. So then what I will normally also do is take it to a line chart. Why do we do this? Because lines give you the exact points and endings that you need. So what do I refer to as points? Well, it's the actual highest price on that particular day or the actual lowest price on that particular day of days points, okay? And in general, what I look at is a generally higher area, which would make a good resistance area where the price is hit many times. You can see there it's hit, it's been here again, over here. So you've got quite a lot of areas where this has been hitting the top, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, so there's plenty of areas where it's hit the resistance. And if you look at the bottom, right at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's quite a few where it's been hitting the bottom. There's 2 areas here. There's this one at the bottom here, and there's right at the bottom here, right? You can take this a lot further back if you want to and get more points. So then what we do to draw a resistance in, it's actually a lot easier than you think. You just take the first point, you start drawing a block across, and then you just join all the points up, right? So what have we got here for resistance? Well, it's actually become a support now on this particular trade, but let's not worry or concern ourselves with that at the moment. It's broken through the resistance and it's probably going to go long on this particular product, which at the moment happens to be the Great British Pound US dollar. That said, if you look at this, you've got your first point here, you've got another point here, and your third one would have been here, but it's broken through. But at the bottom of this triangle or of this rectangle, you've also got point, 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 point. There's about 5. There's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if you look at the last one, probably 6. So there's a lot of confidence in this area. There's a lot telling you that this is a serious resistance. So the bottom of this rectangle is where your major resistance is. The top of this triangle is a much lighter resistance. That's where the price keeps bouncing towards and coming back, bouncing towards and coming back. So what that also tells you is, although this is broken through, it has a very good chance of coming back down. So what do we do in a situation like this? We wait for the price to come back to what is now support, And if it doesn't break through the support and it goes back up again, then it will confirm that it's going to continue on as a long trade, which is the likely possibility because your trend is to the upside here. You can actually see that the trend is trending to the upside. And that tells you a hell of a lot about this trade. But if it breaks back through this support, because it is quite a strong support resistance area, if it breaks back through this and turns it into a resistance again, it'll actually be quite a strong short as well. So this trade can go either way, and the only way to confirm it is to wait for this price to come back into what is now support and bounce back out again, confirming the trend. Anyway, so that's how you draw this particular resistance level in. You find all the points, and as you can see, the bottom of this is a very, very, very strong resistance, which it has now broken through, and all it has to do now is come back and confirm it. So what I would normally do in a situation like this is obviously I would then clearly take it back to the candles, okay, so you can see it in candles, and I would also take it back to the 4-hour chart. I would spread it out a bit so I can see it a little bit better and get a much better idea of where we stand here. And then you can see all those clear points where it keeps on hitting this particular resistance and then falling back. And this time it's particularly broken through, but if it comes back into this area and then goes out, then it will confirm a nice long trade. So that's how you draw this resistance level in. Let's go back to the day chart and let's go back to the line chart. Let's make it a little bit easier here. And let's draw ourselves a proper support level in. So let's say this breaks through here and it turns this back into a resistance and we need a new support. The closest support level that you can see here would be in this sort of area here, okay? And you can draw that in because there is quite a lot of points here. Right, so let's draw this one in. So you can see clearly there's 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, areas of support here where it's basically touching. But what you've got to be careful of is this one down, right? So it's come back, it's gone up, treated it as support. 1, it's come down, gone up, treated it as support, but it's gone a bit lower. Another one, okay, so we've actually got, and then there's another one here. So there's 3, there's 4, there's probably 5. Okay, so it's not too bad. As a resistance, not so much because it's basically broken through and then broken back through again. So this is a pretty good support area. You can use this as a support, or we can take it a little bit further down and you can work down at this lower area here. But I would stick with this because it does appear to be coming into this area, going out, coming into this area and going out, making it a reasonable support area. So these are your points. Let's come back in 1, 2, 3, 4. So the bottom half of this rectangle is a very strong support. The top half, it's a lighter support, but it is a support. What we do is we make them rectangles because it gives us a lot more area to work within because nothing is exact. As you can see, it sort of pops through and it goes back. So you never know of an exact area. But what it allows you to do, it allows you to manage your risk. So if you had taken this trade long, you would have had a stop loss down here. So let's just show you. You would have taken it long and you would have had your stop loss underneath this area, and then you would have had your take profit above. And that's generally what we do every single time.
So, I hope it's going well, I hope you're understanding everything, and I hope it's working for you. But while you're here, I've got a free trade for you every single day on our secret blog. Hey, it's not trading advice, it's just an idea, but it's always nice to know what somebody else is doing. On the blog, check it out, free Forex book. Normally it's on the left, but you know, sometimes on a phone it's down below the post or whatever the case. Go find it. It's a PDF. It's a free Forex book. Go and enjoy it, guys. Totally free. But trade of the day helps a lot of people because it tells you what I'm doing. And sometimes it just helps you to know what other people are doing to see if you're going in the right direction or the wrong direction.
Take the stop loss down here, take our take profit up here, and it's as easy as that. Obviously the take profit would be a bit higher somewhere up there. And you can add to this now, and it would go longer and longer and longer. So that's basically how you draw your support and resistance. So that's now your support. So let's draw the support in again. See what, it doesn't have to be exact, guys. It just has to be in the general area. Obviously we want to take that a bit further just to prove that that is correct, okay? So there you go. You've got quite a lot of area here where this is actually support, support, support. And okay, it hasn't supported for quite a while, but it's okay. If it comes back all the way, it will come back down to the support area. Then what you do is you take it back to the candles. Got your candles again. Take it back to your 4 hour or your 1 hour, whatever you're trading on. And you just make it bigger again. And then you just have a look at what you got. So obviously at the moment it's in this area and you're looking for that trade. This is a future trade. And that's basically how you draw support and resistance lines. Now, what do we do if we want to draw a trend line? We take it back to a line chart again. Let's make it a little bit more easy. And let's remove those blockies, okay? So now we want to draw a trend line. Works exactly the same way. You're looking for a point, you're looking for a point, you're looking for a point. So there's 3 points there about, okay? And as long as it's touching in that lowest price, lowest price, lowest price, lowest price. Now in a trend, you'll always find the price goes up, comes back down, goes back up, comes back down, goes back up, comes back down. It'll generally always come back to this resistance line. And then in the trend, you'll have an upper area, and this one's a bit out, so let's draw it a little bit lower. Okay, you can draw it in there, and that gives you a pretty good channel. 1, 2, 3, 4 times it's gone to the upper channel, which is your resistance, and it's gone up and come back, gone up, come back, gone up, and it always hits that channel, it always comes back, and at the bottom always hits the resistance, the support, goes back up, support, goes back up, support. So now you would have traded long in this area, you're waiting for it to keep on going, and you don't get out of the trade, your stop loss has got to be down here. So in this sort of case, what you're doing is you're trading in here, but you're putting your stop loss below the support and your take profit way up there on your resistance, making it quite a decent profit ratio. So that's how you draw your trend lines in. That's how you draw your support and resistance into the system. I hope that helps you. Right, let's get on with it, guys.
So, I hope all that trading information has helped you. I hope you now know how to draw support and resistance lines and trend lines on the chart. If you don't, feel free to comment, feel free to contact me. The email's there. Let me know, and I'll try and help you in the right way, let's say. Guys, just remember, trading is risky. 80% of traders lose money. Sometimes 99% of day traders lose money. And you might lose money. So if you don't like losing money and you don't like a lot of risk, rather don't trade. Do something else. Do something easier. Get a job, get paid every month, whatever the case. It's a risky game. There's professional traders out there that struggle to make money. This is a 50-50 game, and the sooner you understand that, the better your trading will be. There's a 50% chance that your trade will be successful. There's a 50% chance that your trade won't be successful. Always, 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 every single time, every single trade. Doesn't matter what your system is, doesn't matter what your strategy is, same thing. You've got a 50% chance of winning, guys. That's it. End of story. I hope this video helped you. I hope it gets you in the right direction. Don't forget to watch the last video, and thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.